I figured it out on my own. I ain't no OG. I ain't nobody come and show me. And then one of one, I know that they can't clone me. On everything I depend on my lonely. On everything.
Tangled up. Your emotions is all involved and invested in a relationship, and all you really want to do is get back to when we wasn't fighting. All you really want to do is get back to like when things were good. So guess what? Sometimes we let people dictate our feelings because we're just kind of like giving in to the situation because we just want it to be better. We just want to get to that homeostasis, that place where it didn't hurt so much and it wasn't so bad and they actually really cared about me and they actually really cared about my feelings, all of those things. So yeah, so allowing somebody to dictate your feelings is just like a form of compromise so that we can get back to the homeostasis in the relationship and be happy again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Girl, they will break you. Kristen, they will break you down, okay? And then leave you on the floor and step over you. And step over you and turn around and look back and act like it was your fault. Or act like you did something to them. They are wicked. They are wicked. I call them Jezebel spirits. What did Jezebel want to do? Jezebel came to kill the prophets and she did not care. She was unapologetic about it. So I call narcissistic spirits, I feel like they have Jezebel spirits, or I feel they're like the King Herod's in your life. King Herod wanted to kill Jesus. Like when they found out Jesus was born, they wanted to kill him, and like they had all the people and they were searching to kill him. I call narcissists, like they don't want anything except to kill you, kill your destiny and all of that stuff. That's why when we get out of those relationships, we step into a whole new consciousness, right? And oftentimes we step into a whole new healthier relationship, especially if we learned what it is that we needed to learn in our previous relationship. God definitely blesses us with, typically he blesses us with the one, like he blesses us with that one that that we're going to fulfill life with, that we're going to fulfill our destiny with. So I encourage you guys to work on yourselves, work on your toxic behaviors, work through your trauma, go to therapy if you need to. If you don't want to go to therapy, it's people out here like me. There's YouTube. YouTube is a wealth of information. Go on YouTube. Whatever it is that you need to do to get to a better place in life, that's what I encourage you guys to do, so that God can then bless you with oh, that's my phone. So God can, OMG, that means it's 9 o'clock. That means I've been on here with y'all for 45 minutes. Y'all love me that much? Oh, y'all love me that much. I love y'all too. Yeah, people are definitely scared of what they don't understand. Yup, they definitely did want to kill Jesus. Yup. Yeah, and guess what? Oh, I'm gonna blow y'all mind. Some of us are prototypes. I ain't gonna call y'all Jesuses, but we are prototypes. A lot of us, those of us who are, hey, Will. Most people are scared of what they don't understand. Yeah, and a lot of us that are really out here that are gifted, speaking of Jesus, and Jesus's people want to kill him. A lot of us are out here, and we are really gifted, and God has us here for a reason and a purpose. And that's why we have to fight with those narcissists that make us fight for our very lives, right? But but you know, I also believe that we chose those. See, y'all about to get me into something else, but I'm starting to get into the study of the fact that like our souls were here before. So what I'm learning is these people that we end up in these relationships, with them like it's like a soul contract. I gotta study, y'all. When I study, I'm gonna come on here, I'm gonna teach y'all. But from what I'm gathering, it's a soul contract. So we actually chose to be with this person so that we can learn certain lessons in life. So a lot of times it's self-love of some sort, learning to trust yourself, trust your intuition, living the truth versus an illusion. But you know what? That's a whole nother subject. So I just came on here to encourage y'all, okay? Encourage you to deal with your feelings. Label your feelings, because they are quite all right. And then I need y'all to figure out how y'all going to be extra kind to yourself today. How are you going to take care of yourself today, knowing that you are dealing with some some feelings and some emotions. How are you going to deal with yourself in a positive way? And it could be something as little as, hey, I'm going to talk to my kitten nice. I'm going to talk to the plant in the house and be positive and speak affirmations over myself or people around me. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna eat some good food. I'm gonna call a friend. Whatever it is that you need to do to get to a better place, I encourage you to do that. And yeah, I want to thank y'all for coming on here and rocking out with me or whatever. And I will see you wonderful, beautiful, gifted people tomorrow. Tomorrow in the morning. Tomorrow in the morning. And yeah, go check out my son. I posted him. I choose to be happy. So it's easy to be happy. No one can dictate nothing. Yeah, I choose to be happy too. But guess what? Some days I have down days. Because yesterday I chose to be happy. I went on a whole trip. But the reality is today I woke up and I had these emotions that I needed to deal with. So yeah. So nobody's dictating anything. That's why I say we keep it, within ourselves. Like we don't have to, you shouldn't be placing your happiness on somebody else, right? So like, oh, if this person did this, that, or the other, then I would be happy. If they would just act right, then I would be happy. If they would just da-da-da-da, then I would be happy. So that's why I'm encouraging us that, like, no, we have to find our happiness within ourselves. Talking to you got me to that good place. Ow! Well, thank you, honey. Thank you. So getting to that good place may require a little something extra, right? You're gonna need to pray, right? You want to pray, you want to talk to God, you want to be honest. But we're not going to try to set our happiness on something outside of us, right? And even those of us who are saved and we have faith, sometimes, because I woke up and I immediately prayed, but I still had to deal with the feelings that I felt and why it is that I felt the way that I did. And the reason why I felt the way I did is because I'm like, God, I'm being patient and I don't want to lose hope. So I'm already, you know what I mean? Like, I'm already ahead of the game. And foremost, the most important thing is I'm just like, I don't want to get to a place where I don't have faith or I do lose hope. So that was the inner conflict. But me just dealing with that and labeling that just helped. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. I appreciate it. Definitely. Oh, thank you guys so much. I appreciate the positive feedback. I will get with you wonderful, beautiful, gifted people. Good morning. Good Vibe Monday. Hey. As soon as I get ready to log off, there's somebody come on and say something. I love to pray, but doing something for someone else, I'm selfishly, the blessings come with that. Isn't that the truth, right? Because I couldn't wait. I was like, you know what? And I'm one of those people that, like, when I get a little bit sad, I be wanting to shut everything down. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to lay in the bed. No, you want to get on your live. And you're going to encourage them as you encourage yourself. So, I am so definitely feeling that, the unselfish giving, because I'm really big on that. Because giving to people does make me feel a lot better, right? Yep. That's so true, Alfred. Yep. Giving, that's so true, because, like, when I give to you guys, like, I have life. Like, I feel better coming on here encouraging y'all as I encourage myself than I probably would if I just had to, like, if I just sat, and dealt with it myself. And then, I work in a field where I get to give back. So that works good for me. Yep. So yeah, y'all. Thanks for coming on here and checking me out. I appreciate it or whatever. I'm just trying to be a light in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be a light in the dark. For those of us that may be going through a little something and we try to figure out how to get through it. Just, some practical tips and steps to get us to a better place. Speak on some subjects that people may not be able to talk about or different stuff. I have dealt with narcissistic people all my life, right? So I am a survivor. So yeah, so I could talk a lot about that. I could talk a lot about, just toxic relationships. And like, yeah, guys, we got to be careful with these narcissistic relationships because they require us to heal different. Like, they do something different because guess what? It's abuse. And we're going to call abuse, okay? It's abuse. And that's what makes the recovery different. Because you can be in a relationship and it's just a relationship and the relationship is over. But when you're in an abusive relationship, coming out of an abusive relationship, it requires some different things. And I said I was going to be a narcissistic recovery coach, but guess what I realized? When I met my twin flame, I realized that I love love so much that I'd rather talk about love than to talk about them. However, I got all the knowledge. I got the knowledge to speak on whatever it is that I need to speak on. But if I choose to lead with love, look at my lip gloss. Y'all, my lip gloss do this every morning on live. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I choose to lead with love because narcissists are low vibe people. So I'll talk about them. To pull y'all out the trap. But then we're going to talk about love because on the other side of a toxic or a narcissistic relationship is a self-love journey. And it's abundance, and it's your calling and your mission from God. Because a lot of times when we break free from them narcissistic relationships, we really tap into what it is that God told us to do because they have been holding us back anyway. They hold our money back. They tell us that they encourage us and they support us, but really they don't. And that's the worst part, is because we don't even realize that we be sleeping with the enemy. So they really, they kind of get in the way of some things. However, they're there to teach us a lesson. And some of us who believe in like soul journeys and that your soul was here before, some of us believe that we chose to go through those cycles with those particular people to teach us, a lesson. So apparently I asked to be taught self-love. So yeah, you guys. That loving dude that got ran. Aw, boo. Well, guess what? God got somebody for you that's not going to run over you. So you have to tap into your self-love and realize that, like, yeah, I'm not to be ran over. So that's why you are vigilant right now. You are vigilant. Let me say the word right. That's why you're so vigilant right now. Because you're just like, yeah, nah. But you know what? The best thing is that you recognize it. But every woman is not going to run over their dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And how about this? Every nigga out there ain't looking to run over their female. Because I can say that, oh, I'm the one that is like so giving. And all of my exes can get up on this live. And I know some of them is on here under aliases or whatever. Because they still stalking me or whatever. But they can all get on here and talk about who I am and who I was in a relationship. And I don't think there's anybody that would have anything negative to say about me in a relationship. However, they wasn't ready for me. They didn't do right by me, right? But I'm not leading with that. I'm leading with the fact that, like, as I work on me, as I vibrate positive vibes, right? Whatever it is that you give off, you bring that back to you. So if you give off the fact that you're a fixer, because I was such a fixer, right? If you give off the fact that you're a fixer and this and that, and you're super nurturing and you're all of these things, sometimes we can call in people that are broken. Hey, you know what? I did not come on here to preach to y'all. Y'all gonna make me preach. The more I talk, the more God be dropping nuggets in my spirit. So, yeah, guys, I was a fixer. So, I always want to fix everybody. I want to love everybody. And I did too much, too soon, overgiving, not getting it back in return, childhood stuff, right? Childhood shit makes us uncomfortable with dysfunction, right? And that's how I ended up in my relationships. However, I'm not leading with the fact that, like, all niggas do is take. They don't know how to. Because for real, like, I mean, I have been through everything. Like, I have been through everything. And when I say narcissists will leave you for dead, I mean literally, spiritually. Oh, and then I say literally. Because I have literally been left for dead. Literally. I've literally walked around in sunglasses for weeks because all of the blood vessels in my eyes were broken. What is it called? Petechial hemorrhaging. You saw the browns of my eyes and everything was bloody because I was strangled and I was left for dead, right? So your girl done been through some stuff. I've been through enough stuff to be mad and angry with people. And even as I've stepped into my queenness and this and that, you know, I've dealt with people who they talk a lot of stuff and they don't fulfill what it is that they're saying. I'm still not leading with that, right? I'm here to let us know that if we work on ourselves and we heal accordingly, we will call in. We will call in the things that are good for us. And that is my truth. And that is what I'm standing on. I'm standing on it. So I'm not here to bash men. I'm not here to bash women. And I'm not here to let anybody, not saying that y'all are, I'm not here to allow anybody to bash men or women. I feel like we all need to work on our shit so that we can be our best selves. And when we show up as our best selves, we start to attract people that are good for us. How old am I? I'm 44 or whatever. I'm an old head. Yes, honey. Nurses, yo, we are nurturers to a fault, right? So I work in the mental health field. And I realized that I was the child that was the... See, I read this book, right, called... it has something... It's something about... I can't think of the name of it. But it talks about codependence and narcissistic relationships, and like there's different types of children. When we grew up, we were formulated to be different types of kids, and I was the kid that was the quicker picker upper, right? When I read the description, so I was the kid who, well, you know what, we'll talk about that on another day. Okay, we'll talk about that at another time. However, our childhood shape us, and that's how it is that we choose our romantic relationships. So we want to take accountability, right? We're going to take accountability for our part. We're not going to sit here and act like, oh, men always do this and women always do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to take accountability for ourselves and the decisions that we made, and the people that we chose, and the behaviors that we chose to ignore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we not going to be mad. We not mad, right? Because we're abundant. When you go through something and you learn the lesson, you become abundant. You become a better person. So we not mad. We not sitting around talking about who did what to us and who dogged us out and all of that kind of stuff, right? We want to realize that, like, yeah, my childhood shaped me, or this is the type of person that I was in this relationship, or this is where I was in my life. I was a fixer. That's how I kept ending up with these broken people, because I just had this need to fix, right? And we're going to stop blaming other people outside of ourselves. We're not going to blame ourselves either, because it's enough people blaming us and being negative, right? So we're not going to blame ourselves either, but we're going to be honest. We're going to be honest, and then we're going to be kind to ourselves. We're going to love ourselves, and we're going to accept ourselves, and we're going to know that as we start to do those things, we're going to call in the relationships that we want, need, and desire. All right? So I love you guys so freaking much. I appreciate y'all coming on here. I'm so happy to see my niecey boo came on here and rocked out with me. Talk about the narcissist. Always somebody I know to pull out all my narcissistic information. But yeah, I was gonna become a coach, but I don't want to talk about narcs all day. I want to talk about love, because love is the highest vibration, and I'm calling in my twin flame. I'm calling in love for everybody, right? I'm calling in peace for everybody. Now y'all done got me in my bag. I'm calling in peace for everybody, right? I am calling in a calm for the anxiety. Check out the things that I put on my page. I'll be posting stuff up on my page to help us through. I just want to be a light in the dark, right? I just want to help it make sense so we can get to our most abundant life. I love you guys so, so very, very much. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.